How did you allow, you are confident?
Yes.
So for the first time, we're hearing from the man charged with murder and the deaths of his 3 friends found in the backyard of his own home. And he thinks he will be able to beat the charges.
Jordan Willis and Ivory Carson now face amended second-degree murder charges. At a Platte County hearing today, both were bound over for trial. Fox 4's Malik Jackson is at the Platte County Courthouse.
For the purposes of this hearing, Jordan Willis and Ivory Carson will stand trial. But the burden in that trial is quite different than the burden that was needed today from the state. Today, the state just needed probable cause. In a trial, they'll need reasonable doubt. And the defense spent plenty of time picking their case apart. And that's why you heard at the top, Jordan Willis is confident that he'll beat these charges. You said that you are confident in your case, so you do have a comment. What more can you tell us about why you're confident?
No comment.
Okay,
Sorry.
how did you not know your friends were in the backyard of your home?
No comment.
Jordan Willis is not commenting on how he could have been unaware that his friends Ricky Johnson, Clayton McGinney, and David Harrington were dead in his own backyard. But we're now getting a clearer picture of what happened and what was going through his mind.
There's 3. Why did they go out there? It just doesn't make any sense.
This is the interview Willis gave to police while they were still searching his home and removing the bodies. At first, he claimed he had no idea who was in his backyard, saying he thought his friends had left. Then he realized it was in fact his friends who were dead. Unprompted, Willis brought up the possibility that the men had gotten into fentanyl. The medical examiner has determined the men died of the combination of fentanyl and cocaine.
They may have gotten something. They may have gotten fentanyl or something.
And as compelling as that recorded interview may be, it's the gaps in the prosecution's case that stand out the most.
I was expecting to hear some hard evidence, of direct evidence of either of these guys either distributing drugs or handing in drugs to the 3 deceased people.
Yes, there is DNA evidence on the bags from Willis and Carson, but text messages between the men about buying cocaine from Carson date back more than a month before the 3 victims died. The state's evidence shows that Willis had bought drugs for the men in the past, but there was no direct evidence presented that the drugs they did that night were provided by Carson or bought by Willis, and the DNA on the bags was not contained to just Willis and Carson. Those bags also had DNA from multiple other people. It's clear all 3 parties are digging in. The state, after upping the charges to include 3 counts of murder, and both defendants who remain confident in their chances of beating these charges.
Mr. Carson and I have always been very confident in the case, and today just increased that. We're very much looking forward to taking this case to trial.
We're very confident in our case. I can't predict what 12 strangers are going to say about some evidence that I don't know exactly all what's going to come in at trial, but yes, we're very confident.
As for the upping of the charges in this case, Paserno says that's classic bullying by the prosecutor's office. We also did hear from the father of Ricky Johnson, who was in the courtroom. He says thus far he is happy with police and prosecutors, and that he hopes these 2 men get what's, quote, coming to them, and that he misses his son. Both men will be back in the Platte County courtroom on August 6th for a bond review hearing, and in the coming weeks, a trial date will be set. In Platte County, I'm Malik Jackson, Fox 4, working for you.